Hey guys, it's Christina here. I am on um, my fire escape stairs where I like to hang out these days. And the sun is setting, so it's around magic hour. And I thought I'd do a little something different rather than write on the blog. I kind of just I had some things in mind that I wanted to just go ahead and share it with you guys through a video. And I might, if this works out well, I might do it more often. So I guess I kind of wanted to talk about having compassion for yourself and how that affects how much compassion you have for other people. And I've, this has sort of been showing up for me lately. And if you've been reading, the previous posts, you could see that, I've been dealing with some, body image things and sort of learning and relearning how to have compassion and forgiveness for myself. Compassion for my own struggles, because sometimes I think I tend to be a little bit too strict and too serious with myself and to kind of hold myself to unrealistic standards or standards that I wouldn't hold for other people. And that, that kind of creates this very heavy negative feeling around me of not doing good enough, not being good enough, not lacking and not being what I'm supposed to be, whatever that may be. And I kind of feel like when I feel like that about myself, I tend to be less inclined to be forgiving and lenient with other people. And as I've, sort of taken some time to think about these things and meditate upon self-acceptance and self-forgiveness and compassion, for myself, for my moments where, I kind of freak out a little bit and feel bad about whatever it may be, my accomplishments, my body, whatever. If I can forgive myself in those moments, then when I encounter other people who are struggling with similar things or who reveal their vulnerabilities to me, I kind of like see my own humanity in them. And then I'm able to connect with a level of compassion that I didn't have before, because I sort of learned how to have compassion for myself first. And then I was able to see sort of myself in them, in other people. And I guess I've never experienced this before. So to me, it's a very, it's a very like sort of intimate and deep experience when I suddenly realized like, wow, like look at, you look at this person's humanity and it looks so much like mine. And you suddenly realize that we're all connected and we're not so different after all. And that we're all sort of, maybe have different struggles, but the feeling behind it it's very much the same. So, yeah, and so I guess that's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to point that out, and I guess I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for whoever's reading this, and sometimes I'm a little, that self-forgiveness also needs to show up when I'm a little bit scared, that maybe I'm sharing a little bit too much, that I'm being a little bit too vulnerable, that maybe, I'm giving away my power somehow because I am showing the world, the things that I struggle with and the things that I'm thinking about, and not, maybe I don't really have an answer, it's just questions. And yeah, it's part of that vulnerability and compassion that I'm learning as well, to not be scared to do that and to expose myself and to put my struggles out there, because I often do realize that whenever I do that, even though it feels really, really scary and terrifying, and you feel really naked and exposed, and you feel like maybe you are giving your power away, and what are people going to think? And will they think of me as being really, really odd, or will they think that I'm always having these sort of emotional things going on? But once I do that, once I am able to be vulnerable myself, it's almost like I give permission to other people to be the same. And they often open up. And I'm giving people permission to expose themselves as well. And there's a power in that. So instead of being weak for being vulnerable, I don't know why, but there's like a hidden power in that because it takes a lot of courage, and I admire anybody who's able to do that, and I'm working towards being more transparent and vulnerable with other people, and that's part of why I started writing this blog. And I'm not even sure if anybody's reading it, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't seem to matter. What matters is I actually do it and write, and maybe start doing videos and all these other things. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and that you're staying curious, and that you're seeing the magic in everything, and that if you are listening, if anybody's listening, leave a comment. Let me know. Even just let me know that you're here. And I would just like to know. All right. Have a good night, you guys.